Welcome to NCAA Pick'em for the week of November 5th, 2010. I'm Richard Reed, as always, joined by my co-host, the Todd Brothers. So for the third or fourth straight week, we have a new number one.
Fourth week,
okay. No one didn't lose last week, but we got a new number one. What do y'all think about that?
I still think Auburn should be number one. I don't know why it was changed, but Auburn is an SEC contending team. And Oregon, they played some cupcakes in their division, but they need to be number two, to be honest with you.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I really don't have really much to say on this. I'm kind of either or, Oregon, Auburn being number one, so I'm really fine with it because we really aren't to bowl time yet.
That's true. Alright, let's go ahead and get to our picks. First off, we got Washington, again, who is playing a ranked team against number one Oregon.
I had to say number one Oregon. They've looked good all this season, even though I just got on it and said they ought to be number two. I know they're going to pull this one out because it's Washington. Seriously, come on.
I'm pulling against Washington again. I'm going to go Oregon.
I'm going the Ducks here, too. Chattanooga at number two Auburn.
How can you go against Auburn right now? They're having a hell of a season this season.
They got no.
I'm going to say Auburn. Who's Chattanooga?
I don't know, but they're 5-3.
They're 5-3, but just like we said William and Mary, then you posted it to the side of the last video if you want to go back and look at that. Cupcake division.
I gotta say Auburn here. They got their Heisman candidate quarterback, Newton. He's looking good. He had some controversy, but they got it settled out. I think Auburn wins this one. Now we get to the big game of the week. Number 3 TCU at number 5 Utah.
You're classifying this the big game of the week?
It's number 3 versus number 5.
Really?
Let me guess. Your big game of the week is LSU and Alabama.
That's the second biggest game.
I guess we got ours backwards then.
They're two big games. It doesn't really matter. Who y'all got?
I'm still undecided. Who do y'all have?
Me, I'm picking TCU. I've seen TCU play a few times. They've looked good. Yeah, I haven't seen Utah play any. It's going to be a close game, but I think TCU pulls it out.
You just like their mascot, the horned frog, right?
Yeah, I like the horny frog.
Yeah.
The horny frog. I like that. I'm going to have to say TCU on this one. It's very undecidable.
You know what? I'm going to go with the same pick just because I like to see a horned frog either seed 1 or seed 2.
Another interesting fact that TCU, had 3 straight times they come into Utah and played, they've lost. But I mean, they might change it this year.
Well, now you tell me that. I didn't know that.
Well,
I'll stick with TCU, though.
Okay. Next up, we have Hawaii at number 4 Boise State.
You can ask Reed. I talked about this one earlier. Look at Hawaii. They're 5-0 in conference. I would have to say them, but I want to stick with number 4 Boise State. They have a good defense, and that defense is strong, and it'll hold.
I'm going to go with Boise State. I don't think Hawaii is going to fare good on that blue field.
You know what? I'm going to put the upset here. I'm going to go Hawaii. I know Boise State has the number 1 ranked rushing defense in the nation right now, but I think Hawaii might pull it out.
Well, I don't think Hawaii is used to this cold, and it's cold down here, so I'm pretty sure it's pretty cold up there.
I think Hawaii has a legitimate chance here. Next, we have the other big game, SEC matchup, number 6 Alabama at number 10 LSU.
All right, now this one could go either yay or nay. It's real close.
Who's going to pick first?
I'm going to let y'all pick first.
Okay, I'll pick first. I'm going to pick number 6 Alabama. Even though they lost to South Carolina, I still think they're the best team in the nation. I think they're coming to LSU and beat them.
Best team in the nation?
Still best team.
Crazy?
I'm not
They're
crazy.
nowhere near perfect.
They're not perfect, but they're still good.
I'm picking the upset alert. I'm going with LSU. I think LSU is going to take it from them. Because Ingram was having some problems last week. I don't know what happened, but Even though he's only one guy, he's a true leader, and when your leader's knocked down, your team is controlled by that.
This one's pretty hard for me. I mean, True Ingram really isn't showing me what he showed me last year toward the end of the season. But I'm going to play safety and pick Bama.
All right. Next up, we have number 7 Nebraska at Iowa State.
I'm going to say Nebraska hands down.
I don't think this is going to be a close game. I think Nebraska pulls it out.
Yeah, Nebraska. We're going with the Cornhuskers.
Next up, number 8 Oklahoma at Texas A&M.
I'm going Oklahoma because I'm pretty sure I picked A&M earlier in the season, and they didn't win for me, so I'm going to pick against them this time and go with Oklahoma.
Same here. I'm going with the Sooners from Oklahoma.
I'm going Oklahoma here. Texas A&M's been good in the past, but this year they're not looking that great. Number 9 Wisconsin at Purdue.
I'm going to say Wisconsin. Even though I haven't seen them play that much, the record shows I think they can do it.
Purdue's a 4-4 overall, but Wisconsin is a 7-1, so I'm going to go 7-1 and pick Wisconsin.
I got to go Wisconsin here too. Purdue is, 500 in both whole season wide and conference play. I think Wisconsin will win this game. Number 12 Missouri at Texas Tech.
I said Missouri.
I'm going Missouri.
I gotta go Missouri too, even though they, we all picked them last week and then they lost to Iowa.
Yeah, but it's Texas Tech.
It is Texas Tech. It's just
Iowa,
Yeah,
Iowa
but if
was
you
a
look
good team, and
back-
Iowa was ranked.
Yeah, but
I'm
if you
not
look back,
mistaken.
not last year, but the year before last year, they were not last year. The year before that was they were the bomb. They were big, but now they're back on the rebuilding year.
Yeah. I like Missouri in this one. Number 15 Arizona at number 13 Stanford. Another big conference game played.
I'm gonna let y'all pick.
I'm going to pick Arizona because the Pac-10 really isn't getting they really aren't getting any recognition of what they have. I mean, everybody's looking at SEC teams saying that they're the best, but I mean, look at Arizona. They're in the Pac-10. They're really not going to get much said about them.
I'm going to pick Stanford here. It's going to be a toss-up game. They're both have equal records in all season and in conference play. It's going to be a toss-up, but I think Stanford pulls it out in the end.
I want to agree with you there, Reed. I think Stanford can pull it out in the end.
Next up, the 1-8 Minnesota at number 14 Michigan State.
And y'all want to pick Minnesota?
He wants to pick Minnesota.
Yes, I do. Minnesota's my pick.
Okay, that's what I'm putting down.
No, it's Michigan State. I'm messing with y'all.
I got Michigan State in this one. It's not going to be a close game.
I'm going to go Michigan State. I'm pretty sure the Spartans will pull it out again. I mean, it's Minnesota, and they're 1-8. Seriously, come on. 0-5 in conference.
Mhm.
Come on.
Next up, number 16 Iowa at Indiana.
I'm going with the Hawkeyes.
He's going with the Hawkeyes. I'm going with the Hawkeyes. Are you going with the Hawkeyes?
You can't pick against Iowa when they're playing a 0-4 Indiana team in conference. Number 21 Baylor at number 17 Oklahoma State.
Now I really want to know which one y'all going to pick because they're both pretty good in their
Equally
conferences.
matched. I think Baylor's win streak's going in. Yep, there's the dogs. I think Baylor's win streak's going in, and it's going to be Oklahoma State to pull that out. I already know what your pick was.
You want me to pick them? Or do
I
you
don't
want to
think Baylor is on that good, that long of a win streak though. No,
They're on a 3-long win streak.
3 long.
pick 3
Yeah,
long?
3 long.
It's not very long.
We're going
Noel.
3
It's
long.
Only 3 games. I'm gonna pick Oklahoma State.
I picked against Oklahoma State last week. They beat me, but I'm not gonna pick them this week either. I'm going Baylor. I think they keep their streak alive. Their 3 long streak.
3 long.
3 long. I don't know how long it is.
And make it 4 long.
Yeah,
3
make it 4
long.
long. Next up, another big SEC rivalry.